Hello, it's me, Queen Sensitivity, and today we're going to be doing a pick a card for what do you need clarity on. I'll try not to bump the camera, but please be mindful because it is in a new position than I usually do, especially with it being, landscape. And then I'll also try not to speak loud because the camera is much more close to my face. And, you know, if I speak loudly, it'll like on the microphone. So just, be kind to me. But yeah, I've been wanting to do this reading for a while. I think today I'll be strongly relying on my intuition because, I don't know, I've just been guided to one of the messages I've gotten recently is that we are the angels. Like, we need to start looking to ourselves, for the high frequency, high vibrational messages rather than outside of ourselves. And so I'll be doing more of that today. Shout out to the Sensitive Souls group chat. I'm so grateful for everybody in there. Thank you so much. Just so you know, there will be an extended reading for this. So I'll go over this at the beginning of each pile so that nobody will miss it. So let's go ahead and do that. So you can go ahead and choose a pile. Squeeze these babies together. All right. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. The timestamps will be in the description. Okay? Excuse me. We'll go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. So, as I said in the intro, there will be an extended edition available. So now we're going to get a message on what clarity do you need, and then we're also going to get one oracle card for a quick little message of guidance. In the extended, you'll get to read this channeled letter that I wrote, as well as a quote from the East of Eden that I'll go into detail on, and it'll also provide angel numbers. And then you will also get extended messages from Spirit, so I'll pull some more tarot cards. So the part 2, the extended edition, is going to be much more detailed than this edition, and it'll be available on my Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description as well as in the pinned comment. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get started. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up because it's about to be the bomb. Okay. I think with me saying that, I'm getting that movie Atomic Blonde or Atomic Bomb. It's about that blonde lady. It's a really feminist movie, and I feel like overall the movie just represents like women doing things that people think they can't do, that men are like, underestimating them, like the Kill Bill type of vibe of like, oh, we'll just murder her in a church while she's pregnant and she'll just die and it'll be fine. But she ends up like pushing her way out of the grave and hunting down everybody that did her wrong. So with you, pile number 1, I feel like there's this feeling, even with Ariana Grande here, let me show you. She is a phenomenal manifester, and she's very small. She's a very small woman with a very powerful voice. And I feel like, see how she just shifted, switching up positions for you. A lot of people just underestimate her. I feel like I certainly did. Like the first time I saw Ariana Grande was on the show Victorious, which is another confirmation for you that you're having victory in whatever it is that you're hoping for. But I was like, oh, okay, she's just another, Nickelodeon star. And then she went on to Sam and Cat, and then she went on to be a huge pop star with her song I Love the Way. And then she went on to perform for the President of the United States, which was Barack Obama, 444. He was the 44th president, and the time was just 444. So that number might be very important for you, but it's like, it's this feeling for you of like, you constantly, like, not only are you not within the constraints of the public limits that they set on you, like societal limits, you also go further and further and further and further. I just saw a blue flash of light, so you might be a blue ray, or you might just be really connected to the blue angels. So let's see, what do you need clarity on, pile number one? Let's just get one more. Thank you. All right. I just heard sister, sister, sister. You might be a twin, or you have like a sister or sibling that looks a lot like you, and y'all are like close in age. Bottom of the deck is Three of Swords. Is it Three of Swords? I always forget. Yes, it's Three of Swords. This one looks like they've been shot through the heart, but like that just opened up their heart chakra and like activated this like spirit guide or ancestor to come and help them. Whereas before, like without this arrow through the heart, they wouldn't have had access to that. So it's this feeling of like somebody did you wrong. So what you might need clarity on is some sort of relationship, could be with this sibling. I do feel like it's romantic though, or like somebody who tried to play you romantically. Like they tried to like mess with your head and like make you insecure and like make you feel pathetic. But they're like, the heartbreak of that connection just led you deeper into your power. It just led you deeper into your spirituality, your love game, like your self-healing journey, like your confidence. It just made you reach deeper. Whereas if this person hadn't done that, you would have never like went further. There's like this grandmother in reverse card. Yeah, you would have never mothered yourself so deeply. We have the 10 of Wands. So yes, what you need clarity on, whatever it is, I'm hearing whatever it is that you've put a lot of work into, a lot of time into. First thing is that it's time to take a break, which is crazy because I'm like up late recording this video, but it's because like I've been trying to get these messages out for like 2 weeks, and it's just been like, no, it's not time yet. And so that's one of the messages, is like it's time for you to take lengthier breaks in between your actions. Being in your masculine phase, it needs to be more equal, more time in feminine phase, you know, passiveness, you know, resting, meditating. The second thing is that everything that you have worked on and put your time into is gonna pay off. It's fated in the stars. It's like you made these stars. And so I just had a little hitch in my throat chakra and with this blue person here. So solar plexus and the throat chakra is like behind you as you work on your personhood and put out, you know, your soul. Whatever it is you created could have something to do with fabric, or the fabric of time. I don't know. It's gonna pay off. Like, you did it. It's just feeling, like, for example, like somebody who really wants a house, and it's like you've done everything you could possibly do to get that house. Now it's time to rest. So if you needed clarity on why your body's so tired, why your hands hurt, or why when you try to work that people keep interrupting you, or things keep going wrong, or you know, you can't quite get into the studio, or you know, something keeps happening to block this, it's because you've done everything that you possibly could do and that you were supposed to do in order to manifest this. You've done it all in terms of like the action part. I'm seeing here with these feathers. I know feathers are used in rituals, but they're also used for cleansing spaces. So if you have feathers, you might want to get those. With this stick, I'm hearing the word shaman. So I don't know, you might, while you're doing this resting, you can probably start learning new things specifically about shamans. I'm hearing Native Americans, or just indigenous people. I'm even hearing India, Pakistan, like people who, I don't know, who are very connected to their roots. Because a staff, a walking stick, is also a way, like if you don't want to walk barefoot in the woods, you can hold a stick and it'll connect you to the earth still, like it'll ground you. And so there's some information while you're in your waiting, resting mode, because resting is really, you're still creating, you're still manifesting, but passively you can still learn and like grow and prepare for this new home of sorts, or whatever it is that you've manifested. This one is the one that came out quick. Harvest Lodge of the Stones. So I believe this is the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, it's the Queen of Pentacles. So this is exactly what I was just saying. Like, you see this place, you see this lodge, you can't fit nothing else in this lodge. You've done all of the preparation that you could have possibly done. Like, people who live in cold areas, they stock up on wood for the winter. Ain't no more wood can't fit in it. Can't no more wood fit in there. It's stuffed to capacity. You've done all the action, all the work that is required in order to manifest this. You've done it. This is your clarity here from Queen Sensitivity. You heard it here, okay? You've done it all. It's full. With this being in reverse, I feel like this was representing that you can't see it. Like, it's like, this looks like the sun, and like, it's like blocked behind something. So you just see like the tip of the rays. Baby, it's full. It's full, sweetie pie. Okay, let's get you an oracle card. I cleansed these earlier, but let's do it again. And also shuffle them a bit too. You're very patient. If you don't think so, I'm reminding you, you're very patient. You've been very patient. You've done a great job. I'm seeing Willy Wonka, the new Willy Wonka movie that's coming out with Timothy Chalamet. I don't know if you heard that little click. It's like the story of like how Willy Wonka became Willy Wonka. Like, that's where you're at. Like, you're right there at that phase. You know, Willy Wonka was like, he was the man. He was rich and everything. Like a property owner. You see how this one fell and like it shows the grandmother. Remember how I was saying you learn to mother yourself? Now you're in the phase of the grandmother. Like, you're like the next step up. I actually mentioned this like in the beginning. Like, you're like a level up, just like the Willy Wonka story. All right, we have here, like, the moon is no longer, I want to say this, the moon is no longer controlling you, because you know the moon often represents like anxiety. Not in this one, not in this imagery, not in this Native American tarot deck. It's like you are now in control. You're this person here putting your own thoughts into your mind. And I feel like that's connected to the manipulation that I was talking about earlier from like some romantic interest. So you see here, this action card. I feel like this is spirit saying, I'm taking action. I got this. Have you been seeing horses or like yin and yang, or like I'm hearing poppy seeds, sesame seeds, but poppy seeds, poppy flowers? That's a sign of spirit saying, let me take it. I got you. So sacral chakra and envy. So I'm hearing here, or I said envy, but it's deceit. So you may want to do some sort of protection spell. You don't have to make a big fuss out of this if you don't want to. I like to use black tourmaline, obsidian, keep it on me with some selenite. You could do a cleansing bath, however you want to take a bath, or a cleansing shower, however you want to take a shower. But I like to use Epsom salt. But if you don't have time or the resources or access to any of these things, you can literally just ask God and say, I release this energy from me. I send it back to its source. I send it back to source. I send it back to spirit. Amarakara, like somo to be. So it's done, because there is still some sort of like energy attack towards you. I don't know if attack is too strong a word, but it's still some sort of lingering like negativity being pointed towards you. And I feel like that's one of the things that you needed clarity on, in case you were wondering, like, is this me? Like, am I just having a bad day? Is it just the energy of the collective today? No, it's also somebody that's still like mean mugging you, trying to like bring you down, probably trying to like fuck with your like finances, like trying to mess with you. Like, I hope that person be broke, like sending like bad vibes to you. Honestly, like, obviously it's what's meant for you is gonna happen for you. But if you were wondering like what's this feeling I have, it is this person. There's also specific crystals that you can get to ward off people, and obviously the evil eye charm. So when it comes to the sacral chakra, yeah, this is what I meant about put down your action, let spirit take the action masculine role, and you learn about something you love, something you like to do. It'll find you naturally. But I'm hearing that this is the end of the first part of your reading. So I'll see you later. I'll see you in the extended pal number 1. Yeah, bye. Leave a comment. All right, welcome pile number 2. I accidentally grabbed pile number 3's card, so you may also have some sort of connection with pile number 3, but I'm hearing purple is really important. I'm seeing like a purple tiger. So I don't know if you've had some sort of dream recently about an animal that was purple. It's very significant. So before we get started, I just want to go ahead and show you this. There is an extended edition available on my Buy Me a Coffee. You can find the link in the description and in the comment section. But for now, we're going to get clarity on what you need to know and oracle card guidance, 1 or 2 oracle cards. And in the extended, you'll get to read this channeled message that I've written for you, this beautiful letter, this East of Eden quote from this marvelous book. So that'll also give angel numbers and stuff. And then you'll get extended messages from spirit with some tarot cards. So right now, pile number 2. See, I'm like burping. I have a headache. I felt kind of woozy, tapping into your energy. So you are undergoing a huge sacred spiritual activation, spiritual awakening. You're grounding a lot of light codes, and so there might be a lot of feelings of like feeling stuck or like you can't do things, which is one of the reasons why it took me so long to even record this, because I'm like, every day I feel sick. Like, I feel like tired, exhausted. I have back aches. You know, my sinuses are draining. I have headaches. I have arthritis. It's like, it's always all this stuff. I'm hearing is it takes a big cave to house a dragon. That's the message from spirit. That's what's happening. Even if you've seen, like, maybe look up the purple dragon, crown chakra dragon, you know, something amethyst dragon. But it's this feeling with you of like, you're big. You're what I like to call a big kahuna. You're big dragon. And so it takes a lot to house you. Like, people gotta, you know, go get the china washed. Like, they gotta go clear out the space. You're undergoing a huge clearing in order to further integrate your higher self, your cosmic dragon self, all of your beautiful soul, you know, your highest consciousness entering you. I'm feeling this moonstone in smoky quartz, but it's this feeling of like, I'm getting messages now, so you might be getting messages soon. I feel like if you feel paused, I feel like it's because you're about to get very busy, and this is the only time where it's time, you know. I don't really like time, but This is the space that you need to clear to get into a place where you can easily channel your higher self, so that when you get bombarded by all this outside stuff, you'll easily be able to withstand it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get you some cards. We're gonna get them from this deck. Yeah, no, let's use the dragon deck. I mean, it's not the dragon deck, but it got a dragon on there, so it's close enough. Yeah, I'm feeling woozy with y'all. I'm gonna drink some tea, drink some water, drink some tea. Some things that really help me is laying down. I'm telling you, when you feel woozy, you feel sick, the best thing is to surrender to that sometimes, or all of the time if you can, and just lay the hell down. And you just gotta trust that the universe is just gonna provide for you, because I'm telling you, it will. Spirit will provide for you. So don't worry. It's like, would you like rush and yell at a pregnant woman? You know what I mean? Would you fuss at her or them for like resting and putting their feet up, wanting to sit down? You undergoing something that's bigger than pregnancy. This is like it's like a soul walk in, like an integration of your higher self. That, like, yeah. Imagine God like squeezing into a human form. Like, that takes a lot. What is pile number 2? Need clarity on, please, Spirit. We'll do one more. Look how that one just popped out. The second one popped out for pile number 1 too. So it's like for all the piles, I just feel like a collective energy of like, it takes a while for stuff to get moving, but when it does, it just pops. It just happens. 2210. Bottom of the deck is 9 of Pentacles. So yeah, this is a big kahuna. 9 of Pentacles is like, it's right before 10 of Pentacles, but 9 of Pentacles is its own, standing tarot card. It's a lot. It's like the big harvest is in. It took a long time to grow, but now it's time. It's a lot. It's a lot. I know I said that a lot in this reading, but that's why it feels so heavy and dense, is because it's huge. Excuse me. 2244. I just had like a flash in my mind of like somebody who, their whole life they kind of struggled and they did a lot of work and like, had a lot of trouble like getting things going, and then like, boom, they're drafted to the NFL, and now they have $1 million contract. So not only did they get out of their situation, they're now a millionaire. And not only are they a millionaire, they have like people that want to do sponsorships with them, people that want to get them in commercials and advertisements. Like it's a lot on top of just being a football player. People want them for interviews, like, and all of this stuff is generating revenue. Like they have jerseys that need to go on sale, sneaker deals, you know what I mean? It's a lot. And so this is like, really rest as you feel called to, because it's important, to say the very, very least. I'll just leave that alone. So that's some clarity. You have the 99. I saw 999 3 times today, and also 9 is in my birthday. 9 is the number of like, it's right before the 10. Like, it's like right before. Like, this is your reading. This is the clarity that you need, is that this is why you're not lazy. You haven't gotten it wrong. You're not off track. You're not off course. Things have not strayed for you. Things are so on point. They can't even be off point because it's so big. Like, it's a lot. You know what I mean? You can't, it's not like it's a small little needle that like it shoots and like it'll miss the target because the target is like, no, this is like a needle that's this big. It can't miss, you know, it has more surface area. So that's the clarity that you need, because I feel like with this Nine of Swords, you might be like giving yourself a hard time, or just like everything that you've learned over the years about what progress looks like, or what advancement looks like, what, you know, progress, what's the word, not progress, but like success, or like moving forward looks like. This is how it looks like for you. Don't care about what nobody else say. This is how it looks like for you. So you really don't, pile number 2, you really don't need to give yourself a hard time. Sleep easy, you know, eat that popcorn, watch that episode of Lilo and Stitch, because you're doing so much work pulling this in. Like imagine like delivering a gigantic angel, imagine delivering a gigantic dragon. Like that takes a lot, and you're doing it on your own in cohesion with source. What's this? King of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is some more clarity for you if somebody is bothering you, especially if this person is yourself, like poking at you like, hey, when are you gonna be done? When are you gonna feel better? When are you gonna get up? When are you gonna do this and do that? Have that sense of creative, like the narrative, the director. Like people might question the director of the movie and be like, why are you doing this and why are you doing that? You got to have that director's confidence and knowing and wisdom, and be like, I know what I'm doing. This is my creative direction. I want the pillowcase to be on top of the staircase, and I want the lighting to be like this. Like, you got to tell them and be in charge of your creative freedom. Anything and everything that you feel intuitively called to do it. Just like, look, it's like these little dragons in the background, and they can either be helping you to, you know, take over this castle, or they could be like, man, why you on that castle, girl? Why you on that castle? Like, get off of there. Why you so big? Why you on there? Da 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 da. And you gotta be like, I feel like these are mostly your thoughts. I don't feel too much of like outside people saying something to you. But yeah, when lightning strikes, when you do have those creative moments, like stand 10 toes down, like be really Angelina Jolie about them. So let's get you an oracle card. I like you, pal, too. Y'all my type of people. All right, oracle card for pal number 2. Please. I just saw the moon in reverse. It wasn't the moon, it was the world card. See, in reverse. I'm gonna flip it. So we ain't doing that. Oh, excuse me. A lot of belching with you. I don't think I burped at all for pile 1. Pile number 2. What do they need to know? That's too many. I'm gonna get this one on the bottom, and then this one on the bottom. And that leaves this. There's a surprise, yeah. Underneath that is abundance. There's a surprise for you in love and in financial, like career, like, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's a surprise after what I just said, but just so you know, it's gonna pop up out of nowhere. Look at that. Underneath financial constraints is door to value. This is what I'm talking about with the NFL. Like, it's like somebody like spent their last dollar on like some football shoes, and like they were like they had like 13 cents left in their account, and they went and played that game, and now they got 31 million. It's like overnight, a big rush. Oh, Lord of mercy. 15, appreciation. Yeah, everybody gonna appreciate you. You ain't gotta be mad at them that they didn't appreciate you before. You know, you can just be grateful, because you'll be in a higher space. You won't be mad at, you know, all the people. You'll hold your boundaries firm, but I feel like you won't be mad at the people that like didn't appreciate you before, but you're getting a lot of appreciation, and some of it is coming from this lover. So that's it for you, pile 2, for now. Go check out the extended version. Like I said, the link is gonna be in the description box and in the pinned comment. I love you. Leave a comment. So, pile number 3, I felt a big sense of urgency, like, hey, it's Fat Albert. Like, I don't know. Somebody is like your biggest fan. I remember watching that movie, and what's her name? Starts with a K. Kayla Pratt. I think it's Kayla Pratt. She voices the character of Penny Proud. Look at this. So you might want to go watch pile 2. This is still here from pile 2. Anyhow, in that movie Fat Albert, you know, we don't talk about Bill Cosby, but anyways, the other characters who were played, is it Keenan? I think it's Keenan. Keenan and Kyla Pratt's characters, like Penny, I'm gonna forget her name. Let's just say the female protagonist in the movie Fat Albert, she doubted herself a lot. Like, she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. And then Fat Albert would be like, yes, you can. I believe in you. Like, he just like was her biggest fan. Somebody is your biggest fan, and they just want to like yell your name from like the bleachers. If this isn't a person, this is somebody's higher self. If this isn't somebody's higher self, you can just take this as spirit. This is the universe. This is God being like, you can do it. Come on, you got this. Okay, so as I mentioned in the intro, there will be an extended edition to this reading. Woohoo! That will be available on Buy Me a Coffee. If you're worried, you know, that you don't have an account, it's really easy to create one, but I'm pretty sure you can watch the video without even creating an account. But either way, if you want to watch it, you're going to find a way. It's going to be available, the link in the description and in the pinned comment. So for now, for this reading, we're going to get clarity on what you need to know, and then you'll get oracle card guidance. And extended, you'll get channel messages that I wrote on this beautiful letter, this beautiful paper. Woo, 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 woo. And then you'll get a quote from this book by John Steinbeck, which will come with angel numbers. I just saw 3307 on this thing, and now the camera's shaking. So that's important, 33. And specifically 3307. And then you'll also get extended messages from Spirit with some tarot cards. So, alors. Are we doing this one? What are we doing? What are we doing? What do you want? Let's see. They want me to use, which ones? I already used those. These? I think, okay, we're not gonna use these. I'm gonna use these. So with you, pile number 3, I feel like there might be this feeling around you where things are taking a lot of time, but it's only because like everything is gonna be perfect for you. Look at that, 6 of Cups. Like, I don't know, even if you're waiting for somebody, like, you know, somebody want to come and contact you and reach out to you, like, they're gonna do it. Like, listen here, like, don't get it twisted. It's not about like whether or not they want you or not. They want you. This Fat Albert person, they loud. You might have like seen them in a red t-shirt, because Fat Albert has an iconic red t-shirt. But the reason why I'm hearing it's taking them so long with this Fool here being a reverse, it's just because they want everything to be perfect. Like, I feel like they got stuff planned for you, child, that you don't even know. you don't even know about. Listen here. Like, oh my God. I can't. I done got confused. It's making me like hot and flustered. Hot and bothered. They got stuff planned for you, number 3. Ah. I keep seeing the Empress. Let's just take her out. Come on, baby. Come on out. We'll just take you. This person, I feel like they're gonna come in with confidence. Listen here. I don't know if in the past they were like not confident or like they were insecure and they weren't sure. I feel like we're just gonna take this one. Yeah, that's it. Let's see if anything wants to clarify. Does anything want to clarify? There we have it. Look at that. This person is your twin flame. If this ain't your, if you feel like you don't have a twin flame, this not your reading. You can go watch my other pick a card readings where I have, you know, lots of other different topics and stuff. But this is your twin flame. I don't even want to sugarcoat it and be like, maybe it's a soulmate, or, you know, maybe it's just somebody that, you know, you met once. This is a twin flame, and this is the result. This is how it's gonna end. If you're wondering how the story ends, y'all gonna be together in union. This person, they're not gonna stop. I feel like you could reject them and then they would wait 4 years just to see you again. Oh, like it would just keep, y'all would keep colliding until it happened. So in this kind of view, perspective, or whatever you want to call it, you really can't go wrong. I'm hearing now that I don't even need to pull an oracle card for you, although I still might. But if you've had this feeling of like silence recently, like I'm talking so loud, let me like try to be calmer because I know my voice is right next to the speaker. But if you've had, see, loud, this person might whisper in your ear, like in your dreams, or like you've heard them. The other day, I swear I heard somebody say my name, like in my ear. If you've had that, this is your twin flame. If things have been like silent in your life or just very still and quiet, it's because I feel like this person is very much in your energy field, and because they are yours, they're claiming you now. They're saying you're mine now, and like not a toxic way, but you know what I mean, like I'm committed to you. So like everything in your field is gonna get cleared out. Like that's why it's quiet. It's because they're there, and like because they're there, everybody else gotta go. Like you might even notice, like, I don't know if you've had people you talk to on the side, romantic interest trying to talk to you, like they might be quiet. Like they might, you saw that candle, did you see that glitch? It like, they might be quiet, and it's because they're picking up on your person, most likely a divine masculine, but could be divine feminine, in your field, telling everybody to get the hell out because it's about to be I'm hearing that quote from Friday. What is like next Friday? Mr. Nasty Time. It's about to be time for intimacy. We're gonna just leave it at that, okay? So listen here, Empress. I just heard impress. They want to impress you. Oh, it's just all coming out. I feel like when this happens, you're gonna be so relieved because you've felt this for a long time around you, building up around you, taking up space around you, and like it's finally gonna reveal itself, and you'll feel like, oh, like this sense of relief. So that's clarity. Like it's gonna be relief when this Empress energy is finally unleashed within you. You can finally, like, it's like you've been planning for something, but like you don't know when it is. And so you've just like kept all these things ready to go, and like it'll finally be ready to go. Number 3 is really important. I'm hearing in terms of like time, like I don't know, 3 o'clock or 3 a.m., 3:33. I don't know what numbers add to 3. Like 111 might be important for you. Like at those times you might feel this person or get signs about this person, but it doesn't have to be. I don't like time. Queen of Wands, with this being for clarity, the reason why I feel like this connection is so potent right now is because you've sat on your throne. You've taken up space. I feel like a lot of women and feminine people, you know, we're taught not to take up space. You've chosen to take up space. Be confident in your intuition and your spirituality. Be confident in your light, sharing your light, and also your sensuality and your sexuality, like not shying away from it anymore. And that's very attractive. That's ancient knowledge and wisdom on manifestation. Her legs are open, you know, she's open to receiving. You know, a lot of women and girls are encouraged to close their legs in case the predator is nearby. And she's like, I ain't afraid of nobody. Like, I'm in my own power. I'm gonna, you know, sit with my legs open. You know, I'm hearing chariot on my throne. Two of Wands, this is somebody that's been waiting for the world, like any moment now. So if you felt like this, it's because not only, you know, obviously it's attracting union. Excuse me, 4114 was on the camera. Not only that, oh, I just blanked. What was I gonna say? This is a surprise. Okay, so the clarity of this feeling of waiting for the world to open before you is because you've opened before the world. And I feel like I'm gonna just leave it at that until we get to the extended edition. I'm feeling not to get you an oracle card. You don't need one. This is what you need to know. So go head over to Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description and in the comments. Leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up. It was a pleasure, and I'll see you there. Hopefully I will. Okay, bye.